High school professional school counselors, welcome to our sneak peek tutorial about the electronic graduation notification agreements. We are so excited that we finally have an electronic process to produce our graduation notification agreement forms for your students. So before we look at the platform, we're going to just go over some basic information about our electronic graduation notification agreements and how you can think about ways to disseminate this to your students. So all 10th through 12th grade students must receive a graduation notification agreement each year. The purpose of the graduation notification agreement is to provide students and parents with pertinent information regarding the student's graduation status. The electronic graduation notification agreement will list the student's credit status, what credits they have earned, and what credits they still need to take, the student's testing assessment status, as well as the service learning hours status. So, with this new electronic graduation notification agreement, the professional school counselor will conduct some pre work. The professional school counselor will cross reference the student's official transcript with the electronic graduation notification agreement to ensure that there are no errors. If you do find an error, please immediately report it on the graduation standards troubleshooting form so that it can be corrected as soon as possible. The professional school counselor will set up a Zoom meeting with students to discuss the content of the electronic graduation notification agreements. So, one great thing about this virtual platform is that during that Zoom meeting, the professional school counselor can invite the parent to the Zoom meeting, or you can meet the parent at a later date if that date and time is not convenient to the parent. But we strongly encourage you that you include the parent on that initial Zoom meeting that you set up with the students. On the meeting invite, the professional school counselor will attach a link and a copy of the electronic graduation notification agreement so that the parents are able to review it in advance. During the meeting, the professional school counselor will open the electronic graduation notification agreement and walk the student and the parent through the entire document. The professional school counselor will discuss whether or not the student needs to attend summer school or evening school to recover credits failed during the school day. The professional school counselor will answer any questions that the student or parent may have in regarding the graduation requirements. The professional school counselor will forward the electronic graduation notification agreement to the student and the parents for their signature. Once the student and the parent have signed the electronic graduation notification agreement, the professional school counselor will email a signed copy to the student and to the parent. Here are some options for obtaining the electronic signature. You can use electronic signature tools such as Adobe or Cami, whatever platform or tool you are familiar with. The parent can send an email confirmation to the school counselor. The counselor will need to file the email in a Google folder. The Google folder is shared with your grade level administrator and your principal. The parent can print, sign, and scan back the graduation notification agreement to the professional school counselor. It is highly recommended that the professional school counselor documents on a school created spreadsheet the date and the time of the meeting that you have to discuss the graduation notification agreement. So again, our release date is scheduled for September 21st, 2020. All 12th graders are to receive their graduation notification agreement by October 31st. And all 10th and 11th graders are to receive the graduation notification agreement by January 30th, 2021. So you do have some time. If you choose to use the electronic form, you do have some time to think about how to best disseminate this form to students and parents, retrieve the student signature, as well as retrieve the parent signature for your graduation notification agreements. Next, we're going to take a look at the actual platform. As you can see, I have downloaded I have downloaded remote apps on my computer. This is the only way that you would be able to access the graduation notification agreement system. When you first log into the system, it's going to ask you to input your username and your password. Then you are to select the school year. And 2021 will be loaded. And you're going to select your school. For this demonstration purpose, we're going to choose Bowie High School. Next, you will select View Single Student. Once you return to this screen, you will be asked to input a student number. And select Go. Scroll down and select the student that you want to research. Let's see, it's taking a little bit of time. All right, so the first screen that you'll see is a highlight of some of the students' service hours, HSA, and where it says course subject credit, this is referring to the English, Math, Social Studies, Science credit. It also gives you an overview of the completers that the student has successfully passed. To look at the graduation notification agreement, you're going to select Final Graduation Notification Agreement. I'm going to open it using Adobe. And this is the document that you will see. So here we have a student. The credit summary is here. Indicating what courses they have earned credits for, whether or not they have met the requirements for the particular course. Again, these are core academic credits that are listed here. Scroll down and you have your completer options, where if the student chose the advanced tech option, it would be reflected here. You see this student chose the world language completer option. There are 2 required credits. The student earned 3 credits, and these are the credits that the student earned. For your CTE credit, this required credits section is left blank due to the fact that many CTE requirements vary. And so you as a school counselor would complete how many required credits are, or how many credits are required for the student to earn, for that particular student to earn. So this is why this is left blank. In addition to the electives, this always varies student to student. So you as a school counselor would have to fill this in. Going further down, you'll see the total amount of credits that the student has earned. You'll see there's a space if the student has earned needs additional courses, and if yes is marked here, then you would type in the additional courses that the student will need for graduation. Here's a service hour summary. Here's the high school assessment summary. This information, the school counselor will have to input this from Apex. So if the student is enrolled and if your senior is enrolled in dual enrollment, please make sure that this information is completed here. And then here we have our signature part that looks similar to our paper form. We're not quite sure how we're going to address our mid-year sticker for the electronic form, but please do not let that be a hindrance as far as you using this form for this time period. So here we have our student signature and our school counselor signature and our signature page. And that is what our electronic graduation notification agreement form looks like. So it's the expectation that you would be able to print this out. That you would be able to share this electronically with the parent and the student, capture a signature, and then you'll have that for your records. Again, this is a sneak peek. We still have some refining to do. If you have any additional suggestions or questions in reference to the GNA, please feel free to reach out to your specialist, me or Andrea. We hope that you are as excited about this tool as we are. Thank you so much.